guys, what's up? It's Nick Wyckoff here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to throw a Frisbee. The most simplest steps you need to know on how to throw a Frisbee. So the first step is you're going to want to get to an open space. So if you're not in a big enough space, there's a risk you might lose your Frisbee because if it's windy, it might just go off into the woods. So that's the first thing you want to keep in mind, especially if you're short on disc. The second thing is there's two main basic types of throws. There's the backhand, like this, and there's the forehand, which looks like this. And so to start with the backhand, you're going to want to hold your hand and take the disc. You put the middle crest of your thumb right here onto the outer rim of the disc, and then your thumb on top, and your four fingers inside of the disc, kind of like that. So you're really just kind of grabbing it, simply put. And then to throw it, it's all in your wrist. You see that? Just like that, your wrist. There's not much arm motion to it. And it's going to look like this. You come through and you pull it straight through. If you follow through like that, it'll go out and to the left. If you follow through too short, it'll go off to the right. So it's a flat motion, very flat motion across the body from here to here. Illustrate that a little bit, maybe like that. Straight across the body. I have another camera up here set up, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this. Remember the grip, middle of the thumb, and then grab it in like that. Good angle on that right there. Finger, your thumb, the best place for that is right on the ridges of the disc. It's going to look like this. Angle, just straight across, just like this. Just a little disclaimer about this angle. You should really be paying attention to the way, especially for backhand, that it comes straight across the body with the disc. For angle, just straight across, just like this. Okay? Straight through. Going for that straight flight across the body, straight from here to here to a release, and you're following through. Make sure you continue that forward motion and don't come up. Like this. More. Okay. That's backhand. Now for your forehand, this is a bit of a more advanced throw. You take the disc, make kind of like a gun shape like this. And you're going to put your thumb similar. You put the disc down in the ridge of your thumb, and then you're going to grab this pistol formation onto the under rim of the disc. And once again, much like the backhand, it's all wrist. The wrist is how you generate the power. Too much arm and it's going to come out of your hand wobbly. So just through like this. You can practice your wrist motion a few times. The target is a huge and to check if you're going to throw it properly, you look at the disc. I look at this disc, I say it's going to go slightly to the right, which it does. Couple helpful pointers. Something that I always struggled with when I was first learning is throwing it into the ground on these flicks or forehands. And that's because I was actually looking at the ground. So looking at your target is a huge part into accurately throwing a forehand. Different angle, just remember straight back, straight forward, and release where you're pointing. Straight back, straight forward. Just like that. The second thing that I see a lot of new players doing when they're learning how to throw, especially a forehand, is when you bring the disc back, you're not loading it up. There's none of this motion, nothing coming back here. You see how when I'm going to throw this, it's going to come back and it's just straight through. There's no wind up to it. Especially when you're learning, you really don't want to be winding up to throw it, because a lot of people will come back here and you see how the disc is on my body? It's up here. This disc is going to go off and to the right. So a big thing is when you get ready to throw, you can pull it back, and then to check if you're going to throw it properly, you look at the disc. I look at this disc, I say it's going to go slightly to the right, which it does. But the biggest thing to remember with these first throws is, number one, it takes a lot of time to master, especially the flick. You're going to have to try it again and again and again to get it right. It's not going to be something that comes easy. And if you feel like you missed something in this video, there's plenty of resources within the Ultimate community that can help you further learn or further try different strategies that'll help you throw, number one, more consistently, get you to a point where you can reliably and consistently throw a flick. It took me at least 3 years.